Yo guys, it's Sam here. So I already made a video about Arsenal versus Man City, but the reaction to the Arsenal-Man City game has been crazy, which is why I'm making another video on the game. Lots of fans and high-profile pundits have come at Arsenal and their players for their unsportsmanlike behavior. Miles Lewis-Skelly especially has been singled out and targeted, with one pundit insinuating that he needs his leg broken. It's kind of funny because in the first fixture, when Man City were doing similar things as Arsenal players, like for example, Haaland mocked Miles Lewis-Skelly, he asked him, "Who the fuck are you?" He threw a ball at Gabriel's head. He told Arteta to stay humble. All of these things were not mocked, but rather encouraged by everyone, including high-profile pundits. They all said that this game needs more of this needle, more of this like spike. So why is it that when Arsenal do a similar thing and make fun of Man City, that everyone wants to have a go at Arsenal? It kind of reminds me of what Granit Xhaka said.
When Arsenal does something, everyone have to say something. The other clubs are doing as well. The other players are doing as well.
Sure, they made fun of Haaland's "stay humble" quote after they lost like 10 games in a row. But at the time, everybody was for it. Everybody was just laughing at Arsenal. Suddenly, Arsenal do the same behavior and it's a problem. Okay, let's hear out what the haters are saying though. I think their main argument is that the main reason that Arsenal can't act in the same way as City is because they haven't won trophies in the way that City has. In fact, Arsenal haven't won a trophy since 2020. So by their logic, because of this, City have the right to give it to Arsenal, and Arsenal should just humbly accept this. So this is how they expected Arsenal fans to react after beating Man City.
I know we just beat you 5-1, but we haven't won a trophy yet, so we don't have the right to celebrate. Haaland, you mocked us in the last game and told our manager to stay humble. So we're listening to you and staying humble. You even bullied Miles Lewis-Skelly and asked him, "Who the fuck are you?" So he had to show you who he was. No disrespect though, you are amazing, and I love your blonde hair. As for you, Pep, I love the shape of your head and the way that it shines when you're nervous.
Okay, firstly, let me just say to the rival fans who are making fun of Arsenal for over-celebrating, how much of a cock do you have to be, honestly? Like, this Man City team has been dominating for the past, like 8 years? And this team has finally been thrashed, like properly thrashed. And yet you come at Arsenal for over-celebrating. So when Arsenal lost just a few days later against Newcastle, people saw this as a justification for the fact that Arsenal did actually over-celebrate. It proves the opposite though. The day that I can't freely celebrate my team's wins is the day that I stop watching sports. Especially since I know this is only a temporary thing. We could easily lose the next game, especially if you support Arsenal. So why not enjoy this moment as much as you can and live it to the fullest? This idea that just because you haven't won a trophy means you can't celebrate is so stupid. Does that mean that for Tottenham fans they can't celebrate any win ever? No thanks, I'd rather enjoy the journey so that when I look back after we finally win a trophy,
It's been 84 years.
I can say, yeah, that was a tough period, but we had some unforgettable moments which I lived to the fullest. Maybe it's an English thing where you're not meant to celebrate, I don't know. Maybe they just don't like personality in players. At the same time though, why are players like Jamie Vardy celebrated for their personality and loved for it, but others like, I don't know, Miles Lewis-Skelly or Marcus Rashford are criticized? If Jamie Vardy did that celebration against Man City that Miles Lewis-Skelly did, would he get criticized the way that Miles Lewis-Skelly has? Or, I wonder what makes Jamie Vardy so different. Do any Arsenal fan, football fan, or any sports fan in general celebrate as hard as you want? It doesn't matter if it's a League Cup first round game, a Champions League semi-final, a preseason friendly. Go crazy. Because sports is an escape for many people. People that watch sports, including you, have all sorts of problems, and you deserve to enjoy these moments in life. Nobody has the right to take that away from you. Certainly not rival fans who are just preying on your team's downfall. That's just what I think anyways. Thanks for listening guys, and don't stay humble.